Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Xenogears. Okay, the last episode ran longer than I thought, so I decided to break it. We'll take on Deus in this episode. Now, let's take a look at what I have gone ahead and equipped people with. Really, speed shoes is the only thing crucial for any physical fighters. I went with evade and hit just for the heck of it, and got Faye some more agility and higher evade as well. And for Emeralda, speed shoes, of course, I went with the ether doubler. I don't need the economy ether because I don't care about MP in this battle. And the mermaid ring to pump up her ether even higher to 75. And on gears, again, doesn't matter too much. I went with GNRS 50s, 2 of them on Xenogears, magnetic coat just for the heck of it. 1 GNRS 50 on Fenrir, and I just went with response circuit and ether armor plus 3 for the heck of it. And 3 power magics on Emerald on Crescens. Hopefully this won't bite me in the butt. Let's find out. Okay, come on, Deus. We're gonna kick your butt. This is the final battle. Oh, and final battle music. So glorious. And it's launching little angel thingies? Okay. Fair enough. 2200. Ow. Ow. We have speed shoes. We should have been moving faster. Ow. Now we're not taking too much damage. I'm hoping to end this before I need to do any sort of healing, so, I guess we'll find out. Oh, some of the best final boss music in any game as far as I'm concerned. Nice damage there. Oh, that's working out well. I don't know, it seems kind of buggy when you equip multiple ones. It doesn't seem to always apply or something like that. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Stop that! No. Bad Deus. Well, I don't know what it was supposed to have done, but it didn't seem to have do anything, so... Have some more lightning. I think I'm just gonna do a Repu. I'm just gonna get the damage out there. Nice. Oh, okay. I guess Faye is confused. That's a little annoying. Oh! I think we got it. Yeah, guys, I think we got it. I don't remember the death sequence being quite so excessive. Well? That's what happens when you take out... Okay, so, if you haven't taken out the pillars, you got to equip slightly differently, so let's go ahead and take a look at what I've done. I went ahead and put a Holy Pendant on Faye so that when he gets into hyper mode, it'll last longer. I don't know if that'll actually make much difference, but I'm hoping. Speed shoes, of course, got to have that on everyone, and Mind Guard to block mental effects. I just went with Premier shoes and Evasion ring for Seaton, and Mermaid ring and Ether doubler for Emeralda again. Gear-wise, I had to put frame hit point 30 on everyone. Deus has a much greater potential to do a lot more damage. I'm not going to be able to do as much damage, So it's much more important to be able to restore my own Gears hit points in this battle. Ether Armor plus 3 to increase my Ether defense, and Z Charger. So, as you can see, no GNRS 50, so I'm not going to be doing as much damage. Pretty much the same thing for Fenrir, except a Pilot Shield to block confusion. And only 2 power magics on Crescens. Alright, so let's see if I can weave my way through. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's get to it. So you're probably going to see reduction in the amount of damage that I do here. Yeah, only 7,000. Disappointing. Oh, yeah, that's substantially less. And Earthly Anointment. Oh. Not nice. Yeah, look at that damage. And Fuel Drain. Steel Fuel. That's why we put the Z-Chargers on. Of course, Emeralda doesn't have one, so she will have problems. Let me actually see. Okay, ooh. I actually can't fix frame hit points. Oh. Well. I guess that was kind of a waste. Oh well, now I know. I didn't think it had a minimum fuel consumption. I thought it was based on your current fuel. Yeah. Well, now I know. Well, let's just hope he doesn't do too much damage. And hope that Faye can get into hyper mode pretty quickly. Although it's kind of nice that, really, Emeralda's doing the most amount of damage right now. She is really useful. Might see if I can get Seaton into... Ooh. Ow! Ooh. Yeah, not nice. But... And then he doesn't... As you can see, you know, he did... Deus did quite a few other things before launching those little guys. That's the nice thing about sealing up his abilities. Ow. Oh, good. Dodged it. Nice. Didn't dodge that. Hyper mode 5%? Yeah, screw that. Just do a Kenjin. Ew, only 5,000. That's kind of crappy. 30% for hyper mode, but that's not gonna happen, because I'm not up to level 3. I am happy to just keep doing 7,500 points of damage, give or take. Ow. Don't do another one on her. Good. Yeah, attack Xenogears, please. Keep pumping out the damage there. I mean, to an extent, it doesn't matter if someone dies in this battle or not, so... Nope, not doing a... Oh, yes. Hyper mode in Xenogears. So yeah, you can tell already that it is much more difficult to take out Deus if you have not taken out those pillars. I strongly suspect that Crescens is not going to make it through this battle. Although that's a lot of damage that she's dishing out there. She is really being the key to this this attempt. Yes, attack Xenogears, thank you. Come on. No, not nice. Ow. Well, go ahead and do a little bit more damage before you fall there, Crescens. And she did it! I don't believe it. Wow. Alright, but of course, this was just an alternate take, so we're actually going to flip back to the other continuity, shall we say. Yeah, you don't need to really listen to this. Alright, back with this. Everyone's standing around. Well, guys, we won. Why you just... What happened? My gear won't budge anymore. The Zohar modifier has ceased functioning. That is probably the reason why our gears cannot move anymore. There's only a slight energy response coming from the core now. What about Ellie? What's happened to her inside of that thing? The Deus system's bind on her should have worn off now. So why aren't we getting any kind of response? You don't think we hurt her in that battle, too? Faye, calm down. The sensors are picking up a response from a life form within Deus. It is probably Ellie. So do not worry. I believe she is okay. Ellie! Can you hear me, Ellie? Deus is no longer active. It's all over now. So come out of there. Show me your face. Ellie! Ellie! What the? What's happening? Doc? What's going on? What's wrong? I am now detecting a tremendous amount of energy coming from within Deus. It seems as if something that was sealed up till now has suddenly been freed and is growing enormously. It couldn't be. The wave existence? The wave existence? That's gotta be it. The wave existence was just freed from its cage of fleshly existence in Zohar. It's probably attempting to return to the higher dimension that it originally came from. Which means this is the after effect of the dimensional shift. What do you mean, after effect? It is like a shockwave that is induced by the dimensional displacement. But so much energy! If this much energy is unleashed here, now... If so much energy is unleashed, then what will happen, Doc? Tell us! Then this planet will be annihilated. These numbers indicate that it has more than enough energy to take out a whole planet. What do you mean? You can't be serious! You all fought so hard, only to see this happen? Isn't there anything we can do? Can't we stop the after effect? Unfortunately, there is nothing we can do. Almost all machinery, including our gears, are out of commission due to Zohar having been shut down. This time there is nothing we can do. To put it to you straight, this is the end for us. This is freaking stupid. How the hell could it all end up like this? What were y'all fighting for up to now? The vibrations are intensifying. Hold on a sec. No, these vibrations are different. It has to be something else causing it. Look. Deus is rising? What is it this time? Deus is releasing its remaining energy and is beginning to accelerate. If it continues to accelerate at this rate, it will soon leave the atmosphere. You don't think... Think what? That it's Ellie? Ellie is moving Deus. Are you sure? I'm sure of it. Ellie is trying to save us by moving Deus away from our planet. She's going to sacrifice herself. That can't be. Oh, Ellie. Can't we do anything? We can't just sit here and watch this happen, can we? Wait, there's still something I can do. What is it, Faye? My gear still works. Without Zohar, the power source for your gears, the only gear that now remains active is mine. Just like Deus, my gear and I made contact with Zohar. We are the only ones who can move now. I'm going to save Ellie. That is absurd. Even if you were able to catch up to Deus, you will not have enough energy to make it back. Even so, I still must go. Ellie's taking the whole burden upon herself. If anything happens to her, I want to be there with her. Hey, just wait a minute. You know I'm not going to stand by and let you commit double suicide, if that's what you're planning. Bart. You better come back alive, you hear? Promise me! Promise me that you will come back. Then I'll let you go. Thanks, Bart. I promise. I promise you that I will return. With Ellie. You better. Yeah, of course. Alright, then get going. Yeah, it is getting kind of small there. You might want to run. Or fly. But let's let him go, Seaton. At this point, Faye's the only one that'll be able to bring Ellie back. There's nothing we can say or do about it. You are right. Faye, keep your promise. No matter what. Faye and Ellie. Both of you. Come back home. We'll be waiting for you. I appreciate this, Bart, and the rest of you. Well, I'd better get going now. But don't worry, I'll be back soon. I guess this will be the last journey you and I make together. I'm counting on you, partner. He used to hate his gear. Now he calls it partner. Come on, Xenogears, don't crap out on us now. Ellie! It came out of its little cocoon thingy. Deus doesn't look that scary in that form. How could it really destroy a planet? Oh. This doesn't look good. It's like a wormhole. Where am I? That's Ellie! This must mean that I am inside of Deus? Not exactly. Oh no, that's the wrong voice. Your actual body is but a physical object. It has merely been absorbed into Deus's outer shell. Only your consciousness is here. Of course, the girl you perceive in front of you is also not a true being. Your consciousness is merely creating her image. Ah, I love this music too. I keep saying that, but it's so true. The wave existence? No, that's not you. Who are you? It can't be. Is that you, Krellian? That's right, isn't it? Krellian, it was you who did this to Ellie. The path of Sephiroth has been connected. No one can stop God from returning to his world now. So what have you come here for, Lacan? I came here to take the person I love back with me. So set Ellie free. The Deus system has been destroyed. It's all over now. So instead, I ask you, what are you hoping to achieve now? The time when all things started. The place where all things were one. I'm going to return there. What place? Before the beginning of the universe and the undulating waves of the higher dimension, all things were one. It was the waves spilling out of there that created this four-dimensional universe of ours. Humankind and the souls of humankind that were born from there are merely leftovers of those spilled waves. So, you're going back there? Is that what you desired? Lacan, why such reluctance to become one with God? What attachment could you possibly have to this wretched old world? What meaning can be found in living out such a short existence? Hurting others, hurting yourself, grinding one another down, only to inevitably die and return to dust. Why, everything we could ever desire is here. No need to be troubled by the need for love, for this place is filled with the love of God. I have not lost hope in humans as much as you have, Krellian. Someday humankind will come to understand one another. I sincerely believe that. How can you be so sure? Humans will never come to understand each other. You said that she is the person you love, but can you say that you even truly understand each other? All humans do is place themselves at a comfortable distance from each other and call that mutual understanding, spiritual unity, or true love. But it is all lies. Men cannot associate with others without first deceiving themselves. That is the way that they were created. But one being's ego can't determine everyone's fate. People have the right to choose their own destiny. Excuse me, sorry about that. That is why humans have free will. And what if that will itself was predetermined? What then? Oh, what folly. Humans are just primitive life forms and have no such things as free will. Mankind has merely been allowed to live in an imperfect state, as is, as will be. It is for this very reason, because humans have this wretched will and whatnot, that humans must experience sadness and loss. For someone to gain something means another must lose it. It is impossible to make humankind share limited things and affections. So I came to the conclusion that everything must be reverted back to where it all began. To go back to when all was one, waves and nothing else. That is not my human's ego. It is the will of the waves, the will of God. Well, that's alright too. We don't have to be perfect. Actually, being imperfect makes mankind live by helping each other. That's what being human is. That's mutual understanding. That's unity and love. I'm glad. No, I'm proud to be human. Ellie placed the future, tomorrow, in our hands, based on our choice, and she's working to keep Deus far from our planet. She's also trying to heal your heart, you who wants to journey all alone to be with God. Can't you understand Ellie's feelings? Do you have to become one with God before you are able to comprehend all of this? I understand. I know her feelings, as if they were my own. Yes, she and I are one. We don't need God's help. Well then prove it to me. Show me this power of humans. Show me this love that you say can make you independent of God. Show you how. Through another final boss battle? Yep. Well, that's a rather interesting looking enemy. Whee! The actual final boss time. And I miss. Ouroboros. Yeah, I'm going to pronounce it correctly. Ouroboros. Not too much damage. Let's try a rep. Nice damage there. Oh, very nice damage. Yeah, I don't need to get into hyper mode for this. Essentially, this is, the incarnation of, Miang. You can tell by the hair, and of course it's shaped like, Miang's gear itself. Ow! Don't do that. That hurt. Nice. Very nice damage. I could go into hyper mode, but I don't really need to. Yeah, see? I won already. Yeah, take that, Krellian. Ellie. Faye. It was Krellian. Krellian released me. Krellian? Yes, I came to understand after becoming one with Krellian. His heart was so full of sadness. That is why he desired for he and I to become one with God. Because that would be the return to the beginning of everything. He told me, "You should be with him." That is what he said. You see, he already knew. Yes, he already knew how I felt, how you felt. But there was nothing we or he could do. He had no choice but to go forward, even if it meant he lost all feelings, lost everything that was human. For all humankind's sake, there was no going back. Even looking back held too many memories. And he would have just wanted to go back, even though he couldn't. So please forgive him. Krellian loved people more than anyone else. I somehow knew it all along. I just knew he was really that kind of person. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I was wrong. I thought sacrificing myself in order to save others was the right thing to do. But my actions only brought sadness to all the people who I left behind. And that sadness gave birth to even more sadness. As long as I still live within you, my life is not just mine alone. Ellie, that isn't wrong. To sacrifice yourself for others is a noble thing. Even if it were to benefit yourself, it's no problem. There will always be a person healed, one or the other. Love gains its original shine only when there's an interrelationship between the giver and the receiver. It is incomplete when one or the other is missing. The two are one. It was you, Ellie, who taught me that. I believe that is what it means to be human. I can now understand the true importance of it. I don't know if it's the right answer or not, but we have a lot of time to think about it. What Krelian himself was looking for all along. We will find the answer to it all, ourselves. Thank you, Faye. Ellie. And now the ending cinematic.
Let's return to our planet.
I kind of don't want to talk, but I also kind of want to talk him.
That light. It's the point of contact with our world. But the dimensional shift has already begun. Will we make it in time?
If we run.
Can you run?
If
Come
we're
on.
Together, I can.
There was some talk that this was uncensored in the Japanese, but it's not. I have the Japanese version, I checked, it's not. Come on, run faster. That's not good. Oh, hey. Oh, that was unfortunate. Well, at least it didn't persist.
You. There's no time. This place is about to be destroyed.
It's Max Sterling.
Now there is no more God. This is no longer their planet. This is your home planet that you are now standing on.
Krelian, you aren't going, are you?
No.
I really do wish they'd tried
Since
to
that time,
match the
I
lip
have
flaps.
stopped being human. I've committed so many sins that any attempt at living like a human is impossible. The only one who could have forgiven me was God.
That's not true. I know they would understand. There's still plenty of time to atone for your sins. You of all people could do it.
Don't think they'd understand.
Always the peacemaker, eh, Lacan? Perhaps that's what it means to be human.
Really don't think they'd understand.
But regardless, I cannot go. It's something I've already decided. I go to walk with God, even if there's no place left for me upon my return. I must go now.
Krelian,
It's like a bad kung fu movie.
Actually,
Yeah, I didn't have much to say during that. I didn't want to talk over it, so... Well, that's an explosion. Didn't seem like it was enough to have destroyed the planet, though. Hey, we actually get to hear the other people talk now. Or some of the other people.
Faye! What happened?
Waves from the explosion disrupted the ionosphere, making it impossible to get a visual. They were probably caught up in the explosion.
That's a lie!
Same actor as, Krellian, by the way.
He'll come back. He promised us he would. I know it.
Here's where you would have said, what the hell? Because there's the canonical adult Emeralda. Yes. Xenogears. Yep, see? Adult Emeralda. Ellie was wearing her Miyang gear, by the way, if you didn't notice that. I liked the attention to detail there.
Run through the cold of the night.
Can't wait to see what copyright complaints I get on this video. Pretty much every one of the Xenogears episodes has gotten a, not a strike, but a notice, I guess. I don't know. I love the team, though. Takahashi and Kato. And Mitsuda. Definitely my favorite composer. And Kunihiko Tanaka, my favorite character designer. And Junya Ishigaki, my favorite mechanical designer. This game pretty much did it for me. I mean, I like their stuff on their own merits, but probably if I'd never played this game, they wouldn't mean quite so much to me. And what you're listening to is the first vocal song that Square ever included at the end of a game. Or, well, in a game at all. The vocalist is Joanne Hogg from the Irish band Iona. Beautiful song, too. I say that and then get an audio glitch. I think I'll just be quiet for the rest of this. I'm going to mute my microphone. Let you listen to it. love this final pan right there of the remains of the core that created Miang. And that's Xenogears. I think it'll take us back to the Xenogears Episode 5, The End. Oh, this set off so many discussions on the internet until Perfect Works came out. So, Episode 5. How is it Episode 5? There were no previous Xenogears games, and there wasn't a later one. Well, basically, the earlier episodes are the earlier lives of Faye and Ellie, pretty much. And that's covered in much more detail in Perfect Works, which is one of the best game-related books I've ever seen. Fortunately, it's all in Japanese. So, anyway, thank you all for watching Xenogears. I am going to do at least one bonus episode, but it's probably going to be at least a week after this is posted, before that one gets posted. I am opening up that episode to any questions that you have about the story of Xenogears. Send them away. I will try to answer them during the during that episode, that bonus. You can either send me a private message on YouTube or post a comment, and I'll respond to it in the bonus episode. There is a hidden FMV and musical piece with vocals by Joanne Hogg that I'm going to try to access in that episode. It's not easy, but I'll see if I can. And I'm going to do some other things, show off some of the battling, do various other little things that I didn't show during the game itself, and hope you will all tune in for that. Once again, thank you all for watching Xenogears, and tune in for my next Let's Play. See you then.